Jose. Nice start here. I'm glad that you chose this image. So let's look and see what you have. There's a few issues here with the size of the images. Obviously, this is going to be big enough in size. These look really tiny. Make sure that when if you do a Google image search, make sure that you, make sure that you look for the sizes. For example, so let's say I do printer, and I do images. When you mouse over these, it says the size. For example, this one says 4637 by 2684, which is a really nice size. Nice angle too. So this one says 500 by 500. That's a nice simple one too. I wouldn't get too complicated with the printer. That kind of looks cheesy. This is not really a photograph, so you don't want to use that. So again, just by mousing over, here's 1500 by 1127, you're going to get the sizes. So I would go back and see to make sure that you can find high enough resolution images, because you're just going to run into problems later on. So you want to minimize that now, and you can just see how small these are in relation to this cable. And the cable looks a little dark. You might want to photograph this again and get a little bit better contrast on there. Photoshop can fix some of it, but again, you're not seeing any of the detail down here in the plug part. Again, these look pretty small. These aren't going to show up at all. So this one's probably okay, and the springs probably could be okay, but not sure where the springs are fitting into the concept, for the computer one. So you might want to figure something else out. I need to zoom these in so we can see them. You might want to figure something else, because the springs just really don't come across as part of a computer. And again, there's your cable. Not seeing any detail on the one you photographed. Again, I really like the idea of having this kind of graphic on the monitor, and you could draw that in. It look really cool. Okay, so anyway, it'd be great if you can repost some of these images before. Usually I grade on Thursday as school ends, Wednesday for the week. So if you could repost a couple of them by then, it'd be great. I hate to see you lose points. Another thing to think about is color. The only color you really have here is this blue color. So you might want to, when you go to look for your cables and stuff, you might want to look for some color. And they have tons of colorful mice and colorful flash drives. So you might want to have, you might want to look around a bit to see, if you can find any, anything that's kind of colorful. Okay, so anyway, overall nice job. Hope to see some images before I start grading, usually about Thursday, okay? Now let's see, before I go here with this, I know I'm babbling. I want to make sure that you cited correctly. Oh, see, now be sure to cite correctly. You don't just post the URL. You've got to add some other information, like you can see here. And again, if there's, I did post a couple links right up here. There's 2 of them about how to correctly cite photographs. So be sure to try to get that into before grading. It's worth 5 points. Okay, so overall, good job, and I will see you in week 3.